Hi and welcome. If you're watching this, and that means you're a subscriber of my Patreon, thank you so much. I literally couldn't make it without you. And your support means the world to me and it helps me keep doing what I love to do. So thanks for supporting me. And today I'm here to share like a goals workshop. I think goals are this idea that sometimes they seem unattainable, sometimes they seem like too big and too scary, and a lot of times they are really big and really scary, but I don't think that we should keep let that keep us from doing them. And so over the past year, even though it was 2020 and weird, I still had some kind of loose goals. And even like one of my last things before 2020 was I wanted to play a show. And that was kind of my introduction to, well, let me set a goal and let me see if I can make it happen. And it happened. It literally happened 2 days, 3 days before the new year. But still, it was like, whoa, I can do this. It takes like a lot of intention and effort and focus, but I can break things down and create really cool stuff. And so last year was a little bit tricky, like to set a goal to go traveling. You can't really do that when the airports are shut down. So we had to kind of get creative with our goals, but I mean, still, I think it was a good time for doing things like behind the scenes and yeah. So, anyways, I wanted to kind of share my process into setting goals, getting my mind right to achieve these goals, and yeah, helping you create some goals for 2021. And it's nothing to feel like weird or ashamed about. I think people just have a love or hate relationship with goals and they suck sometimes. But I don't know. In my opinion, we're only going to be here for a finite amount of time. And so if putting in the discipline and putting in the effort and putting in the work that's needed to get what I want or to make my life more fulfilling, why wouldn't I do it? So if you're here, let's get to work. So basically what I'm going to do is show you my process. So what we need to start out doing is kind of getting in a good headspace. I just was playing some cool music and just high BPM. I mean, you can listen a little little. But yeah, just anything that you love jamming to, just like the sun shining in my room. I'm just having a really good morning and anything that can put you in a really good mood. It's definitely best to do it not when you're in a weird mood, just because I know for me, if I'm not careful, if I'm in like a meh mood, my doubt will just come really hard. And like, then I'll just get stressed out. Then I'll think, oh man, I'm never gonna achieve these goals, things like that. And so, yeah, you wanna get high vibe, make a cup of coffee. I got mine. But yeah, just yeah. Get in the coolest mindset because we're about to do some cool stuff. So then once we get in this good state of mind, we're going to take a couple breaths. Listen to the dog barking. Sometimes it's hard to get, centered, but it just takes practice. It's okay. The dog won't stop barking, but that's okay. He barks all the time. If you've been following me, you know that I used to have that train that lived by my apartment. Well, it just changes form. You just have to figure out how to work with it. But yeah, keep taking our breaths. And when we are breathing in, we're going to focus on bringing in that good energy and then releasing any doubt or fear that we have. And this is like a lifelong process. You're always going to have fear and doubt. We just have to, play the game with it. And so if at any moment that you feel weird or uncomfortable or weird about your goals, just remind yourself that it's okay. And if you need to step away, step away. But having a good mindset and being ready and knowing that you might face some of this stuff will help you kind of build that mental fortitude to be like, I'm just making goals. This is fine. Everything's fine. That's like stuff I have to tell myself. So yeah, get a piece of paper, and I like to, I'm sure you can see like behind me, I like to make like an art project out of it. And if you want to get markers or color, and you can do all that at the end or really whenever, you can make your list in rainbow colors. I have some, oh no, my pen just went in my water. I have these markers. They really help me. Colors just help me feel better and feel like they're fun. And we want to make this fun because creating our coolest life is fucking fun, Okay, so yeah, get your paper, get your supplies. If you just want to do it in pencil, that's fine too. Pen, pencil, anything to write with, and we're going to start brainstorming. So in the brainstorming phase, we're going to brainstorm goals that we think we want, that we have a little bit of curiosity around, that we think would be fun to accomplish. And I think our brain has a tendency to say, oh my God, that's too scary. No, 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 no. But it's fine. Like, it's not too scary. And if it is scary, then we can do some mindset work. So yeah, let's start by brainstorming, and I'll meet you back here. So as you're thinking about your goals, what are some things that you have been wanting to do? Is it run a marathon? Is it becoming an artist? Is it exploring music? Is it learning and reciting poems? Anything that you want to do is possible. And I think something that I realize is really cool for me in my life, I'm learning to follow my intuition. And so I'll just have like these random thoughts like, ooh, I wonder if it would be cool if I did this. Or it's something that recently brought me to pick back up on my embroidery. And so I just started doing these, and then like I have so much fun doing it, or really anything. And like for me playing my first show, I realized that DJing is something that I wanted to do, and that it's kind of like a stepping stone into bigger goals like touring the world, playing festivals, stuff like that. And then figuring out, I guess, breaking down these bigger goals into little goals to see, okay, cool, I can do this. So I did want to share too why I feel like goals are important. I know a lot of people are very like about setting resolutions for New Year's, and yeah, it sucks to like set yourself up and then you like end up not making these dreams come true and you feel bad about yourself. And I don't believe in that, because I think I did that for a while, and it sucks and it's stupid, and who wants to be like that, So where was I going with that? Yeah, goals are important because our lives are important. We deserve the absolute best. We deserve whatever we want, as long as it's not harming another human being, of course. And I believe that we can do what it takes to get what we want and to go the places that we've never been before and really, truly challenge ourselves and reach our potential. Because if you've been following the podcast, you know that I'm a firm believer in living your dreams, crushing all your fear and doubt, and really making the most out of this short time that we're here on the universe, you know? So, yeah, I think goals are important because for a long time I felt like I wasn't like doing anything. And like I always had these vague ideas, and like it's like, what am I living for? I'm just waking up, going to work, buying stuff, coming home, staying out drinking, stuff like that. Like, what am I doing? I don't have anything to show for. I don't have anything. What am I doing? And I guess I'm probably being a little hard on myself, but like I never had like in the meantime goals. I know I had a goal to study abroad, and I did all the work that took to make that happen. That was in college. I don't really remember any other goals that I set, really. Just vague and unclear. And if that's the way you set goals and you're completely fine with that, then that's cool. But I know that there's like a deeper part of us that's searching for more. And so I found myself to be a lot more fulfilled and more at peace and happier and confident after I began setting these goals. And so, yeah, I just think they're really important. I think that, I mean, not everybody's goal oriented, but I think that doing these things that are like ding, ding, ding on the dopamine scale, reward system, whatever metaphor, I think everybody's driven to do that. The way evolution works is like growing and getting more efficient, getting better. And so I feel like as humans, duh. So I think what I noticed too, because I went back to check and see, I forgot what goals I set for 2020, and I wanted to check back to see if I had reached them. And so it's okay if they're vague. And I think a lot of times in the beginning, like a lot of mine were to be more confident, to be kinder to myself, to what else? Yeah, to get more organized. So kind of like not specific. And it's okay if your goals are not specific. I think you can have specific goals like I want to run a 5K by March, or paint 7 paintings by December. Like you can have tangible specific things, but I think you can also do I want to work out more, or I want to have a better relationship with my parents, things like that. And I mean, it definitely helps to get like as specific as you can, because what does that mean? What does building a relationship with your parents mean? Does it mean mailing them letters? Does it mean giving them more hugs? Does it mean, it could be anything. So that's why it's really important to get clear on what you want. And it's not going to like happen like that. I think the more you practice, it does. And that's why I find journal prompts to be so helpful, just because like you're getting your brain going and you are figuring out what you need to be doing to get there. So yeah, while you're brainstorming, like this is literally just brainstorming. We're just making a list, like it could be freaking make a taco. Whoa, the sun just went down. I think you could still make. I'm like trying to see if anything's changing. Anyways, cool weather. But yeah, what was I saying? Shit. Yeah, the brainstorming. So we're literally just, it doesn't have to be final. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be blah, 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 Like we're just literally just a brain dump, just pulling out all these ideas. And if it takes you longer than it does than like the pace I'm going at in the video, then please like pause it, or pause the video, come back at another time, give yourself 30 minutes, give yourself an hour, literally give yourself as much time as you need, and don't like brag on yourself for how long it takes, because it will get easier with time. And yeah, getting clear on what we want and our lives isn't like just some easy process. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort, but it's possible. And so, yeah, what I honestly find to be the most helpful is putting on just some music, just any music that you can just like get lost. That's super helpful for me. And yeah. So do your little brainstorm, come up. I mean, if you need a number, I don't know, really as much as you want. 20 things, 10 things, 5 things, just as long as it's like several things, because I know you have a lot of ambitions and a lot of dreams, and there's nothing stopping us from reaching all these dreams, you know? Next, once you get your goals, you could do 3. And the cool thing is, once you figure out how to do this, you can do more. And eventually you will cross off all the things that you brainstormed and say, holy shit, I just fucking did that. And that is a feeling that goal setting gets you. That's a feeling that only this process can give to you, because you know how good it feels to complete something, to know that you've wanted something so bad and then you get to cross it off. It's like literally the best feeling ever. And so this is possible too. You can literally, I'm like, how many times did I just say literally? But you can seriously do it. So anyways, get your 3 to 5. Yeah, 3 to 5. 3 to 5 is good. Things that you are serious about, you think that you could probably accomplish this year, and we're going to make like a little web. And I'm going to show you how to make this web. And so, for instance, let me grab my list. I made a manifesting list for this year, and I even made like a vision board on my phone. So that's really cool. So like I put 1,000 followers on my music account, play a music festival, book publish, and an EP. I put some other ones, but for the sake of this video. So what I'm going to do is, do you remember maybe in English class and we like had to make like a web? It kind of looked like a spider web, or it's like an idea web. That's what really helps me. I learned it from this girl that made these things called passion planners, and it's called passion planning. But it really helps me break things down visually so that I can figure out what little details need to happen. And so, yeah, what you're going to do is write your goal in the middle and then draw a circle around it. And then you're going to do legs, which if you're just beginning and you're feeling like, ooh, you can just start out with 2 or 3 legs. But for some goals, you might need to do like 5 or 6. And there's no limit to the legs. You can do as many legs as you need. But these legs are going to become the details, like breaking down what steps it will take to get to achieving this goal. It might sound scary, but I promise it's not. So yeah, get your legs, and and this will probably take some time too. So honestly, like just playing some music and zoning out will help you get just in a good mood so that you can brainstorm, because some of this stuff takes a long time and it could even take days. But really just thinking about what steps it takes. So once you've made your webs, now you're kind of getting the idea of what it means to set goals and to break them down. And I think breaking things down into smaller steps is something that we don't realize is so important, because when they're just this big idea, of course they're like, oh my God, that's really big and scary. I don't know how I'm ever going to run a marathon, or I don't know how I'm ever going to play a music festival, you know? How am I ever going to write a book? It seems really scary, but when you break it down into the smallest step, then it's like open a Word document. That's not scary at all. But that's a tiny baby step that I need to someday writing my book. So it's really, really important to think about these things and to break them down so that you can either plan out to do them or put them on your to-do list or things like that. And you'll realize it's just like once you have this stuff in your consciousness and it's in your attention, I don't know, gears will start turning. And so you'll say, okay, well, to get 1,000 followers on Instagram, I need to share my Instagram. I need to share my profile, share it with others, find out if people will share it for me, reach out, breaking these things down little by little. And one of those steps might be mustering up the courage to ask or talk to somebody that you might feel like, ooh, shy to talk to. And that's kind of another video, but yeah, we could totally do it. And so I hope you have so much fun breaking these down. Setting goals is fun. You just have to kind of change your brain around it and realize that you deserve to feel good and cross these things off your list, and that's not so big and bad and scary. And if you do it step by step, I think that's the biggest thing that you could ever take from this video is just baby steps, the importance of baby steps. If you take it into small, manageable pieces that you can do and you feel comfortable doing, you're going to do it. I promise. And yeah, I promise. So I hope you liked this video. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you have been figuring out what goals you're going to achieve this year. And I'm so excited to hear about them. So let me know what goals you're setting. Let me know if you found any tips or tricks to help your process. If you have any roadblocks or have any obstacles, I'd love to talk about it, break it down with you. And yeah, I'm really excited to see you guys set goals and achieve your dreams. And I don't really know what else, but yeah, stay tuned. I hope to make more videos like this. I think living at my apartment, it was just weird lighting and total not confidence and procrastination, and I could just literally list on all the things that were preventing me from doing this. But today I felt inspired, and I know that the more I focus on the Patreon and focus on helping you guys, then the more I'll feel better. And it's just like this synergistic kind of thing. So I'm stoked. And yeah, let's get to goal setting. I hope you have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I wish you the best. Bye.